this chap has got about halfway through, picked the night up with an absolute blast, and he's going to do, I think he's going to do the same song. Let's hope so. It might shock a few people, but ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the stage, the writer for the Now Show on Radio 4, a brilliant comedian, Mitch Benn!
We should get up.
Look at that. Oh, crumbs. So frightfully bondagey. Okay,
brain.
lovely. Yeah, they've requested that I do the song that I did from the Stamp Press launch, which slightly alarms me because this song's going to get me in a lot of trouble one of these days. Here's the thing, my show is kind of about all the things that my show could have been about but isn't. Basically all of the things I love. I love music. Music was my first love, it will be my last. John Miles, 1976. Well done. And for this reason, folks, possibly my least favourite thing in the world is the Eurovision fucking song. Oh God, I can't bear it. I know it's very fashionable these days for British people to get into Eurovision on a kind of smirky, aloof, detached, ironic level, like, haha, look at the funny little foreigners and their terrible songs, aren't they frightfully amusing? No, they're not, they're painful is what they are, I'm sorry. I like music way too much to want to spend a whole Saturday night listening to it being shat on like that. It really is. Straight through fingernails down the blackboard and out the other bloody side as far as I'm concerned. It really is. Now there was one momentary glimmer of hope for the Eurovision Song Contest about 4 years ago. It came in the form of the Israeli entry, bizarrely enough, and that's quite bizarre already, isn't it? The fact that there's an Israeli entry in the Eurovision Song Contest. Never really figured that one out. How does that work? And also massive biblical misunderstanding or something. The promised land was the Loire Valley. Moses had the map upside down. And God's up there right now going, what the hell are you doing down there? It's a shithole. So I filled it with Arabs. That was a clue. Hey, listen, the God of the Old Testament would absolutely have said that, okay? But anyway, here's the thing. This song was called Push the Button and was basically an informal declaration of war on Iran. This was their Eurovision song. This is how they chose to represent their nation. The song was called Push the Button, and the words were all, Iran, they're all crazy bastards. They're going to come and blow us up, so we should go and blow them up first. This was their bloody song. And I remember thinking, yes, damn it, this is the way forward for the Eurovision Song Contest. Because I don't know about you, but I get bored by the tedious inevitability of every year it gets won by some happy-clappy dirge about peace and love and understanding. Especially when it's sung by Germans, which is just weird. Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great? Just that one time. Get all those nationalities together in that one place at the one time. Take that chance to unburden ourselves about how we actually bloody feel about each other. Clear the air, relieve the tension, then go back to pretending to get along for the next 364 days. Wouldn't that be a good thing? I think so. That's why I wrote this. It's called A Song for Europe. Yeah. It's going to get me in a lot of trouble one of these days. Fuck the Germans, you're clinically incapable of fun. Yes, you're sorry about the war, but would you still be if you'd won? Fuck the Irish, you lazy, drunken, whinging hypocrites. Yes, we nicked your country, it was years ago, get over it. Fuck the French, you're so bloody smug, you think you've got it sussed. That's why your culture's stagnant and your country's going bust. Fuck the Dutch, vegetating in a mire of porn and joints. And I would say fuck the Belgians, but what's the fucking point? Fuck the Greeks sliding down the pan to no one's great surprise. Fuck the Austrians, see Germans, same fucking guys. Fuck the Finns, queuing up to end your pointless lives, and then let the Croats, Serbs and Bosnians fuck each other once again. Fuck the Poles, sooner or later everybody does, it's true. And fuck Iceland, that's the country, not the shop, but fuck that too. Fuck the Swiss, hoarding Nazi gold, pretending that it's cheese. Fuck the Turks, have I forgotten someone? Fuck the Portuguese. Fuck the Ukrainians, the Czechs and the Slovenians, the Azerbaijanis and the Armenians. Stop pretending that you're different countries. By the way, it's not bloody funny how you stitch it up with your Eastern brothers, ignoring the West and all voting for each other or voting for the Russians to cover your ass. Cause if you don't, they'll switch off your gas. And that reminds me, fuck the Russians. Italians, no wonder you're in chaos all the time. The only thing you twats could ever organise was crime. Fuck the Spanish, you idle gits in bed for half the day. Fuck the Israelis, and why are you in this contest anyway? Fuck the Danes and the Norwegians, nil point again indeed. And for 40 years of ABBA, fuck the fucking Swedes. Uh-oh. And lastly, before things get too sour or rancorous, we're a bunch of ignorant racist chavs. So while I'm here, fuck us. Everybody fuck us, cause we fucked all of you at one time. Yes, while I'm here, fuck us. There you go.
Mitch Benn. If I unplug you and you sit back there, we'll grab hold of that so that people can hear your important words.
Can't believe you made me sing that.
Enter the interview section of it. This is the interview section.
Yes, the interview section. I basically start apologising frantically for what I just did. Try to contextualise it in some kind of way, but you know.
No, you should be like the Queen. Never explain and never complain.
When I have the Queen's money, I'll stop explaining. when I'm that independently wealthy, I'll start explaining. As it is right now, I feel I should. I think you guys go on those. I don't know. I just have this dread that sooner or later somebody's going to come to one of my gigs, take that on their phone, stick it up on YouTube, minus the explanatory preamble at the beginning, and that's the end of my career, basically. I don't know what a BNP gigs pay these days. But it's in pies or whatever it is.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm splendid, my friends. Thank you.
Is this what you wake up to in the middle of the night?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
God, now that's not the only song. How many songs have you got in shows?
Oh, God. There's not that many, because I
Have
mean...
you counted them?
It's only about 5 or 6
Okay.
in this, because I'm just doing an hour, and because it's me and Mona, because I'm not up with the band like I was the last couple of times at the Edinburgh. When I'm out with the band, touring again in the autumn, dates at mitchbenn.com. Hi, folks. When I'm out with the band, then it is basically all about the songs, and the blether just kind of gets you from one song to the next. But because I'm on my own, there's a bit more stand-up in it this time. So over the course of the hour, there's like 6 or 7 songs, and the rest of it is blether. So yeah.
You don't only tour, you also do a lot of work for Radio 4.
Oh, yeah, I'm on Radio 4, do the Now Show.
The Now Show.
I am that guy. Those of you who are Radio 4 listeners, I'm the song guy from the Now Show. And so I write a lot. That actually began life as a Now Show song in slightly different form.
Okay. Was it actually about the Eurovision Song Contest?
Yeah, no, I
wrote
wrote it about that Israeli entry. I thought it was, a great idea of using the Eurovision Song Contest to basically try and start a war. I thought it was just about the most interesting use anybody to put the Eurovision Song Contest to in quite a long time.
When you get to write a song, you sit down. You watch the news quite a lot, and Topping and I do this at the same, because we write some songs as well and stuff. And we've been the last couple we did was Libya and News of the World, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And when you get, and Rebecca Brooks. Yes, that's filthy.
I want to hear that one.
Where do you have you done one on Rebecca Brooks?
I did one about
I did one
about News International, which the BBC kind of got cold feet about, because I think they're a bit nervous about appearing too smug. Wouldn't want the BBC. BBC does not want to give the impression that they're all basically pissing themselves laughing here within the BBC at what's gone down in News International, and I'm not going to confirm or deny that. But
so regarding your profession, how do you go about, you see something on the news, do you have to be angry about it?
No, but that can get you moving on it, certainly. Yeah. I mean, it's people saying, where do you get your ideas from? And I say, debt and deadlines. That's where I get my idea from. When you're under the cosh, it's amazing what you can do. I mean, the thing I do...
I'm not Edinburgh show.
Well, exactly, yeah, but one thing I'm not doing at the Edinburgh show this year, but the thing I do when I'm out with the band and also do at the club night I run in London is I try and write the song at half-time. When we go off for the Edinburgh, I try and get some ideas off the audience, then go and hide backstage and try and write something in like 15, 20 minutes, and then come back out and do it. Because I find sometimes... Well, there's a couple of songs I've written under those circumstances which have then become part of the act. They've been tidied up a bit, and maybe... But there's a song on my last album called Size Zero, which when I go out with... I'm not doing it in the Edinburgh show. When I go out with a band, I still do it about skinny models and stuff.
Well, let's talk about Lorraine.
No, go back.
I think you were saying exactly the same. People say to me, how do I remember if I'm in a play or you know, with anything like that, and I do exactly as I say. Fear is a wonderful
Yeah,
thing.
when you've got to do it, you've got to do it. You know, absolutely. When you've got no choice, you've got to do it. I mean, but it drives my wife crazy because sometimes I'm up all night writing my stuff for the Now Show, and she says, "You know, you can do this in 20 minutes flat if you have to." And I say, "Yeah, but I know I don't have to."
Yeah.
Right now, if you could stitch me up like they do Hugh Grant at the end of 4 Weddings, turn every clock in the house forward 18 hours and convince me that I genuinely had 20 minutes to do it, then I could do it.
Yeah.
But while I know I don't, then I don't. You know what I mean?
The job takes the time allotted.
Yeah. Work is like a gas. It expands to fill the space that it contains.
But you
Yeah.
still get excited when that perfect line scans.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, no, so every now and again.
That perfect line, it scans.
Yeah, every now and again. Boom, you know what I mean?
Okay, we'd love to talk for longer, but we do have to wrap up this section of the show.
And you're so easy to talk to.
Why
Yeah, I was
don't
going to say, do you want to write a song about wrapping up something quickly? On Lorraine Kelly.
On Lorraine Kelly.
How would Lorraine do it? Okay, it'd be lovely to talk to you through you now.
She's everybody's mum. Yeah, I should plug it. Should we say where I'm on it?
I think you should.
3 p.m., which is weird. My own is stone cold sober and wide awake. That's odd. 3 p.m. at the stand 3, which is opposite the stand, the original stand on your place, opposite and along a bit.
So it's stand 3 at 3 p.m. That's
Yeah,
really
3 at 3.
convenient.
There you go.
That's
Yes, it's
really
all
great.
very symmetrical.
If you would like a ticket to Mitch Benn's show tomorrow, a pair of tickets, and you are free, he's absolutely the best in the business. If you'd like a pair of
Very
tickets,
nice
I
of you
would
to say so.
throw your hands up straight away. There you are. So you were the first one up. What's your name, sir? Mark. Round of applause, please, for Mark. And
Thank you.
keep that round of applause, please, going for the wonderful Mitch Benn.